All right, how you doing, Mr. DJ? Back Billboard's Hot 100, back on Billboard's Hot 100 the week of March 7th, 1959. And I have a very obscure record I want to play for you. And this artist, well, I can only touch the bare bones of this person. This guy lived a pretty interesting life. The things that you find out about when you research these people, such as the case with a fellow named Dean Reed from Colorado. He moved around some when he was a kid, but he migrated, well, he moved back to Colorado. He graduated from high school in 1956. He was a star performer on his track team. Dean Reed, when he graduated, he went to the University of Colorado for a couple of years. And he found out something about himself. He found out that he could sing. He went to the West Coast, went to California to try his luck with his voice, see if he can get on the charts. Imperial Records gave him a chance. They gave him a shot, but it'd only be a one-shot deal. They give him a chance to record a record. If this record took off, if it was a hit, they'll sign him on as a full-fledged artist. It didn't happen. The song was called Once Again. It bombed. Imperial Records passed on Dean Reed. No deal. Forget it. But Capitol Records stepped in, and they offered him a deal big time. This was a big opportunity for Dean Reed. We're talking Capitol Records. And Capitol Records tried to market Dean Reed as a teen idol. Some of the records that he came out with was Annabelle, The Search, A Pair of Scissors, but only one record charted. It was The Search. It was the closest to becoming a hit, and it was not a hit. Got as high as number 96 that one week, March 7th, 1959. Number 96, 1 week. That is it on Billboard's Hot 100. Teen Idol, he was not to be, but a political activist, oh my goodness. But here's what happened. You're not going to believe this. The twists and turns that life could take you. And I'm just giving you the bare bones of this. I'm giving you just an outline. It's not even an outline. It's an outline of his life. Because I can't go into all that on this video. But to make it short and sweet, or not so sweet, Dean Reed came out with a song that took off in Argentina. He migrated to South America and he lived there. He was very popular in Argentina and South America. Even had his own TV show in South America. But he got into political activism and that led to trouble. He started espousing left-wing philosophies. He was coming out against oppression, against poverty. He was criticizing United States foreign policy and nuclear weapons. And eventually that ran afoul of the Argentina government and they deported him. He migrated. He lived in East Germany. He moved to East Germany. It's no longer there, but it was back in the Cold War, West and East Germany. And in 1986, oh man, he gave a whopper of an interview on CBS's 60 Minutes. It was very controversial. And remember, I'm speaking objectively here. I'm not speaking for or against him or anything like that. I'm just telling you what I researched and found out. Dean Reed, on the interview with 60 Minutes, he came out for the Soviet Union. He supported the Soviet Union's invasion of Afghanistan. That invasion had been taking place for about 7 years now by the time this interview took place. He also defended the Soviet Union's building of the Berlin Wall as a means of self-defense. But what was worse for even his friends was that he compared Ronald Reagan to Joseph Stalin. And the hate mail just came plowing in. I mean, well, he got a backlash and a half from it. Weeks later, back home in East Germany, he was found dead. Now, some say it was an accidental drowning, but others say it was a suicide, and some of his friends and family back in America thought it was a murder. This was in 1986. He was about 48, I believe. I think a suicide note was found, and he was very depressed because he was splitting up at the time with his third wife, and he was very upset about that. He was 48 when he was found dead. Dean Reed. But you wouldn't have known it back in 1959 when he was an aspiring teen idol at Capitol Records. Here's the record. It is The Search from 1959.